So welcome to the second part of the first experiment of DBMS, which I have shared previously. Now, moving forward to the same problem, since the 16 queries we have to solve in that many things are there which we have to understand. So that's why I splitted the video into two parts. Now, second part will complete the entire requirement of this experiment. In the question, this relational schema is given, and you see here employee table given, department table given, department location table given, project works on, and dependent. These tables have been given, and already you have created this table, right? By applying this constraint, constraint. So one by one, first I will explain what the question demand is. And since in the classroom I did not teach join and subqueries, right? So that topic I will explain here. Other than I have explained, I can say primary key, foreign key, okay? What is referential integrity? This I have explained in relational model. Today I will explain with the example, right? And why it is important. Some sort of constraint is applicable to provide the some restrictions so that you should not be able to violate the regulations which is applicable in real world, right? Which is I am telling you have to understand properly. Okay, so I am recording this and I will share the same in the continuation of this. So let me explain. So you see here, you are telling that if somewhere one attribute is called as SSN is given, that should be primary key. So what is primary key? I will explain. Department number is given, and that you are telling that is the primary key for the department table, but foreign key for the employee table, and department location table and for the project table. So foreign key for these three table, this department number, and you can observe here this department location also containing department number in the department table. This is primary key, and other than if this particular attribute is available in any of a table, that will be as a foreign key, right? You can observe here department number. These attributes can be I mean, you can give the any identifier. Their column should be common, then only it will called as a foreign key. Understood? This is the main thing. Similarly, here also department number in there, and other than, yes, only these three. So that's why employee, department location, and project tables are containing the department number. This means that the which column values you will use under the department number, the same will be applicable for all other three tables. The column should be, the value should be common. Then you will call it I mean, then only you are able to uh, integrate the tables, right? So let me explain with the help of example. So that's why I have taken this. So these paradigm first I will explain. Okay. So first of all, what is primary key? Okay. So primary key is a unique identifier for each row in the database table. Understood? It's a unique identifier. So basically, we want to ensure that the no two rows in the table can have the same value for the primary key column. That is the concept of primary key, and which I have already explained in the classroom that should not be not null, and that should be unique. That should not be duplicate. This is called as primary key. So I will take example. First, let me explain the this theoretical perspective, then I will take you on the practical also. Foreign key. So foreign key is nothing but any column of or a group of a column in one table that links the primary key of the another table. Understood? This I hope you are getting. So I told you that that can be null. Foreign key can be null, but that should be uh, used for the connecting of the different table as a primary key. Means whenever you have a two, suppose schema, and in that, suppose these two column you want to connect. So one primary key and second one is foreign key. Then only you are able to connect. And this is called as referential integrity. Referential. Understood? Referential integrity. And which what I'm explaining now, this I already explained. So that's why I'm not highlighting. Okay. Then what is, I mean, how you will say that this is practically applicable? So let me take some example, then only we'll understood what I'm explaining. So foreign key, how you can define? This is a link between tables, link between tables, and pointing to, pointing to what? Primary key in another table, right? This is how you can define. Okay, so this is how you can justify these two. Now let me take some example. So let's say we have two tables, one table called as users table. Okay, it is just for your understanding. Nowhere it is connected with the current experiment. It is what I'm explaining, primary key and foreign key. This you have to understand. So let's say create, you know how to create the table. Create table. What table you want to create? Users table you want to create. So let's say we have some, I can say some attributes called as users ID. Let's say this is int. Okay, this is int. Then you have users name, and you can say users name. Name could be of varchar, and let's say some length you have given. And this is my table, and I am telling this is primary key. Understood? This is primary key. So one table created. Okay. Similarly, I want to create table for orders. Let's say one more table I want to create orders. So create table orders. Okay. List out some attributes. Let's say order ID. And as soon as I will write the ID, you know what is the meaning of this order ID. So order ID, let's say int, and again, this is primary key. I'm writing in short, right? Primary key. Order date, some of attributes I'm taking. Order date, let's say, wherever date is there, date type. After that, user ID. User ID I have taken in the users table, and here also I will take. But this time, what this particular you will consider as you will consider as foreign key, because due to this attribute means column only you are able to connect those two tables if both columns having same values, right? Then how basically what code you should write to connect it? So you have to write foreign key. Please be careful. This is the formula to connect the table, to reference the table. Foreign key. Foreign key. Which is the foreign key? User ID. User ID. Which user ID? This particular user ID references. This will references. This clause you have to use users, users, user ID. Now observe here, when you are writing this, and since you have open bracket, so close the bracket and semicolon. So if you observe this, by writing this particular, formula, foreign key, users ID, this users ID, references to user ID. Now the both tables now connected, right? So what is the use of this? So in the users table, user ID is the primary key. In the orders table, user ID is the foreign key that reference the user ID from the users table. Now let me insert the value. Basically what it will do, I'm telling you, this will ensure that we can't insert the order with the user's ID that doesn't exist in the users table. Otherwise, if you're not, I mean, giving this constraint, you can be violating the real norms. Means user ID is not available, but you are inserting the value. That is applicable. I will show this what I'm telling. So first let me insert the some values. Guys, what I'm writing, you have to do practical. This I will not do the practical. This only I'm explaining here. So let me insert some value. Okay. Let me insert some value. So first I will insert value in the users table. Insert into users, right? And let's say I will insert values. So values. So insert table we had two attributes. One is user ID and another one is username. So let's say value is 101 and 101 and the username, let's say anything, uh, let's say Ram. And if you want to add few more value, you can add, let's say 102 Shyam, and one more you take, later we'll understand. And let's say Gopal. Okay, these names I have taken, and at last semicolon. So this will insert the value in the users table, right? Similarly, I will insert the value to the orders. Okay. So into, insert into orders, insert into orders values. What are the values? So what are the columns you have taken? Order ID, order date, user ID. I think three columns you have taken: order ID, order date, and user ID, right? So these three values we will insert. So let me insert first. So order ID, let's say order ID. Some order ID you can give. Uh, let's say 201. Order ID is 201. Order date, let's say some date you are giving. Okay. 25/10/01. And one more, user ID. So this time I will tell this order ID is belong to user ID 101. Similarly, let's say 202. And this time I will give 2024/10/01. And this belongs to 102, right? Now, one more you can give. So 203, 203, 2023, some date is there. Okay. And let's say some date is there. And this time again, I'm repeating the order. Okay. So you are able to provide the orders to the different order ID. So this is how I have been used. Other than, you can insert any other values also. Now, please try to understand what is referential integrity. What is referential integrity? This what I am writing, guys, you all have to do the practical and you have to see what exactly happening when you are working like that. And you have to work on with the different ways also, right? So referential integrity ensures that we can't insert an order with a user ID that doesn't exist in the users table. Okay. So let's say one example I will take. Let's say insert insert into let's say order table. Now I will try to insert. Okay. Let's say values. Let's say, let's say 203. 203. Some date is there. Order ID is 203. Date is there. 24, some date. Okay. And this time I will give some different ID. So if you try to run this, it will not accept value. It will not accept value. Why it will not accept value? When you have created table, when you have created table for users, you did not define the 101, 1001, right? 1001 is nowhere exist in the users table. That's why it will not accept the value. So this is the purpose. Not only this, even you want to delete that particular or forcefully want to do something which is not applicable in real world. So guys, this is the purpose of foreign key, primary key and referential integrity. So this is what the purpose. So I hope you understood by this. You do practical, you will come to know. It will throw error, right? It will throw error. So please explore it for your understanding purpose. You will come to know. So this is one point. So in majorly in my experiment lab one, you will see this concept there. Apart from that, I will talk about one more topic called as join. Guys, this topic again I will discuss in module 3. Here only for your this experiment purpose, a small idea I'm giving to you, right? And this video may be a bit lengthy. What I will do, since I have already executed your program, so that will not take more time. Only this understanding point will take more time. And relational modeling you have to perform. You do by yourself in your, I can say, as per your availability of a time. Okay. So what is join? Join basically combine the multiple rows between the tables. Okay. What it will do, it will combine the multiple rows between the tables, or else join to combine data from the tables. So in this case, two tables are there. So I can say join to combine data from both table. So what you will write? Join to combine data from both table. Both means your users table and orders table. Understood? Orders table. So for example, get list order with the corresponding user's name. Okay. Suppose you want to get the orders with respect to names. Names you have given a username. So based on that. So what the purpose of this? I want to display order ID. I want to display order ID, order date, okay, and username. I want to display this. You know, order ID, order date belongs to orders table, but usernames you will get only in users table. But since you have already connected those two tables with the help of referential integrity by using primary key and foreign key. So, you know, you have many tables and you want the data from the different tables, then and in this case, you need to use join. And here, simple example I have taken. Okay, now by this you will understand. So order ID, what order ID we have created? You observe here, we have created 201, 202, 203. Take this order ID here. Let's say 201, 202, 203. These three order ID you want to, take. So you observe here dates are 25, 10, 1, 24, 10, 1, 23, 9, 10. So these dates you can write here 25, 10, 01, 20, 24, 10 and again 01 and 20 23 09 and some date is there. I think you just cross check. Yes, correct. So these dates you have taken. With respect to that, what names you have taken? So you see here 101, 102, 101. So what name should be applicable? You go to about table. What names you have taken? Ram for 101. So wherever the 101 is there, Ram you have to write. 102 for Shyam. Okay. So you need to mention here. So you see here, this belongs to 101, this belongs to 102, and this belongs to 10 again. So Ram, Shyam, and Ram again. This is how you can list. Now your manager is asking, give me the name for the order ID 201, 202, 203. This is how you can give the order ID by using two tables, using join. So what query you will write for this? That you need to understand. So I will take some small MySQL example. 1 second, guys. Let me drink water. So there are different types of a join. Inner join, left join, right join, full join, and many others. So basically, right join rarely used. We are using the inner join and left join most, and full join also. Okay. So see how you will write it. So you have to write like select, select what you want to select. Since you have to select the names, list out the order ID and names, right? So you have to select orders ID. This order.order ID means from the order table, this particular column. Okay, this dot is attribute operator. Similarly, comma, orders dot orders date. Three columns we have taken. Na? So this is how you have to select order date, right? And one more. What we have taken from the users table, we have taken, sorry, here dot you have to use attribute operator. Okay. Dot users name. Now you might understand what I am doing here. Here I am doing nothing. Simply I am selecting order ID from the orders table, order date from the orders table, and users name from the users table, right? This is how you will join. So select, okay. Now from you can write from orders table, from orders table. Now this is the main logic. Here you have to use inner join. Sometime you will use inner join, sometime you will use uh, full join, sometime left join. So quickly I will just explain what is inner join. Suppose two tables are there. Okay. Let's say this is users table, this is orders table. So inner join means what is the common part. Okay. Inner join in both tables. This is called as inner. What is left join? Suppose users table, orders table. So what is left? So left join means this one, this much only. This you will not touch. Okay. So whatever value are separately available for users table, that much only you will write. What is full join? Full join means you will write both table values together. That is called as full join. Okay. I hope this makes sense. This is set through set theory I have explained, but moreover, the mathematical formulation is there. So inner join means we are going to talk about this. If you have two tables, what is the common part? So that's the common part we have used in the above mechanism. Okay. So inner joins users on orders. Here you will use operator on orders dot users ID. Why users ID? Might now you will get the idea. Users ID equals to, this is the formula for join, okay? Users dot users ID. Users ID. Guys, this is you have to understand. You are connecting the user ID through orders table and user ID through users table. This is your join, inner join. This is called as inner join. So this is the formula. Okay. Just put some understanding on this by doing the practical. What I have done now, whatever I have written as of now, just you do the practice. Take a moment and do the practice. You will get the clear cut idea. Okay. Till now, whatever I have done. So I hope this makes sense. So here inner join is used to get basically only orders that have a corresponding user in the users table, right? So here I'm stopping join. I'm not going to detail about left and right. Left, as I said, this you follow, you will come to know. Now I will explain subqueries. Now I will explain subqueries. Subqueries. So subqueries basically nested query, query within query, and many other name cascading of a queries like subquery is useful. Sometime rather going to join, we are working with the subqueries. Okay, subqueries, queries wherever I'm doing the taking the name of queries, this means direct select operation. Okay. So what do you mean by this subqueries? So subqueries is nothing but it's a nested operation of a query. So in this case, what I will do, subquery is used to find the users who have placed more than one order. Who has placed more than one order. Now you see the table. You see the table. Only Ram is there, one of the person who have placed two orders. Okay. So that I want to list out. So how I will do? So I need to use where clause. So how I will write the query? Okay. So write select. Okay. Select user username. Since you want to select username who have placed more than one order. From which table you will get it? Username is available in the users table, right? Now, where users ID. Since both table connected with the help of users ID, that's why since order detail you will get in the orders table and username you will get in users table, but both tables connected with users ID. Okay. So from orders, users ID from orders. Okay. Then group by group by oh guys, one mistake happened. Let me just rectify it. A small mistake happened because we are talking about subqueries, no? So here I have to write from users where. Now you will write the subqueries where user users or what user ID you have taken user ID user ID in again you need to perform subquery select user ID from orders from orders from orders group by group by user ID. Now your rows will group by user ID having count. Now see aggregate function I have used count order ID greater than one. So this will those order ID I mean having value more than one time. So that will get stored. So you see here one select operation, and two select operation. So this process is called as subqueries. Now you do this, you will get the result it will return the username. Okay, what it will return? Username because the final query is containing username. What username? The particular person who have ordered multiple order with the same name. Okay. So this is how you have achieved. So purpose of subquery is here also you are joining the integrating the two tables. In the join operation, you are basically joining the two rows. Okay. Here you are joining the basically rows with two tables. Okay. So both are doing the same operation, but more or less it's up to requirement. Okay. So the subquery finds all the user IDs from the orders table where the users has placed more than one order and this particular operation. Okay. And this operation, what it will do, this operation, what it will do, basically this query, I mean, you can say that this is inner query and this is outer query, right? So first this will execute, then this will execute. Okay. So this query will return the final result. So the outer query then finds the corresponding username from the users table where the user ID matches those returned by the subqueries. Okay. So as of now, we have learned about primary key, foreign key, referential integrity, join and subquery. Guys, this is important explanation. Please go through and I will suggest that do more practice through some other resources on these topic before solving the given problems. Now, since video is running already from the last, I think, 30 minutes. So it is getting lengthy. So what I will do quickly, I will take you on the MySQL to solve the question 2 to 16, right? So that we can directly I will explain the how to get these answers from the for the given uh, experiment question, right? So let me take you on. Let me share first. Wait for a second. Let me share MySQL. So before MySQL, first let me share the question. So guys, this is your first experiment, understood? As of now, I have explained this till here, okay? You have created tables, you understood now primary key, foreign key, join and subqueries. Don't worry, in the classroom again, join and subquery, I will explain this only in shortcut. I have explained for this particular, I can say the explanation, okay? And later I will come to that part also. So now, let me solve since till insertion we have completed. Now we have to perform the queries retrieval process. Guys, this is really moderate level of a questions from 2 to 16. You can't tell this is an easy question since it is required all the understanding related to SQL, then only you are able to solve. What I will do to save the time, I have already solved in my system. I have executed all the query. I will give the query. Your task is to type the query, run the query, understand the concept. If you are not getting, please let me know. I will explain. And moreover, we have a more discussion on this. Okay. And even I will try to explain with the help of relational modeling also, but time being for your record, I mean file, lab record, whatever is there you are writing. For that purpose, I am giving the solutions. In your lab record, you have to only write the queries. Okay, only write the queries. So what you all have to do, you have to first take these questions. You have to write the questions. Okay. After writing, so till here only you write the questions. After that, you have to write the your queries. So whatever queries are there, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines of a queries. First you write the question, down to that write the queries, and side by side in white page you have to write the output also, right? You know, if any doubt is there, later you can ask. First you execute it, understand it. That's the more important, because in your practical you have to solve the this kind of a problems. So okay, let me take you on the direct MySQL. So these are the questions, right? I'm not going to repeat it again. We have an introduction on this.